When I roll, yeah, I keep my toes up, yeah, I keep my toes up, yeah, I keep my toes up. When I roll, yeah, I keep my toes up, yeah, I keep my toes up, yeah, I keep my toes up, and my heelys rolling up.
One day I was bopping through my emails when I got a message from Peter, the owner of Nosotros, asking if I wanted to bring some friends and come climb and film at Nosotros. I'd never been to either the downtown or the Lakewood location, so of course I said,
let's freaking go.
Today we've got Anna, Vivian, Rachel, Matt, Jed, and of course me, and we're ready for a good old Saturday sesh. We started at the downtown location with this pink V2 to V3 boulder. I'm so proud of Jed for the way that he used these textbook flags on this climb to stay balanced.
Dance fanatic, spastic addict. It's going down, hope the floor is padded. Damn it, I can't stand it. All these people wanna do is grind the midsections. I just wanna dance solo, don't care who I'm impressing. People pressing, never really got the concept. Dudes lurking.
Sending the problem relied a lot on keeping your center of mass in the right spot and really making use of your entire hand while gripping the big diagonal sloper.
That'll lead to some action. That'll lead to some passion. That'll lead to some smashing. I've never been one. I just wanna have fun. Bust a move, slam some beer, walk home, maybe run. Everyone's trying to get this
Even though I watched Jed's flagging, I decided that I was going to opt into a step-through move.
Dance, 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 dance. I just wanna dance. I just wanna dance. I just wanna dance. I just wanna dance. I just wanna.
What do we have going on here?
Next up, on what we called the spiky Rubik's Cube, was a green V2 to V3 that was really fun and had a dynamic throw to the top of one of the spiky volumes.
Everything's gonna be fine like a fine wine. Try to fly, jump to the sky, to the skyline. Blew an engine at a few years to the flight time. Don't think I landed and fit it in my timeline, eh? Yeah, didn't fit it in my timeline. Don't think I land, didn't fit it in my timeline. No landing gear, I ain't landing over here. Crash and burn before I steer. To the ground, it's to my rear. Feel the poppin' in my ears. Going past the stratosphere. Life was a blur, but right now it's looking crystal clear. Took off with too much cargo. Had to let go, internal embargo. Had to leave now, couldn't wait till tomorrow. Started my climb like Kilimanjaro.
Yeah! There's not.
Outline the triangle.
I have to get over. We all cheered, and Anna's like, I don't know why you're cheering.
My friend John sets at Nosotros, and he said that setting on the spiky Rubik's Cube is a challenge because of all the different angles to play with.
Everything's gonna be fine like a fine wine. Try to fly, jump to the sky, to the skyline. Blew an engine at a few years to the flight
First
time.
descent names the route. That's a fun idea. What if when they come back we had named every single route?
Yeah, we just
And they
write
just
it
come
in.
back tomorrow and they're like, oh my gosh, they named all of our routes while we were gone.
The ground is to my rear. Feel the poppin' in my ears. Going past the stratosphere. Life was a blur, but right now it's looking crystal clear. No landing gear, I ain't landing over here. Crash and burn before I steer. To the ground is to my rear. Feel the poppin' in my ears. Going past the
Vivian and I tried out the cave. The cave was an overhung wall that had a white problem that started low and worked its way up and towards the left onto a more vertical wall for the finish. It was very juggy, but one hold in particular was deceptively angled so that when you went to grab it, you slipped right off if you didn't pay close enough attention.
What? I'm sorry, what?
I'm going stupid, yeah, I'm going dumb. Think like a CEO, dress like a bum. You'll never see me though, I'm on the run. Tracks I am eating, those drop them like crumbs. Dum da dum dum dum. Flow radiates like it comes from sun. Make it look easy like the one wants some. Too many people wanna bump some puns. Whoa, I just spent another full day in the stew. Sipping hot coffee, I got nothing left to prove.
Courtney, more like drop knee, am I right, everybody?
We went to check in with Matt climbing an orange problem. Then I made Anna climb this blue problem specifically because her outfit matched it.
Okay, I am real, don't ever roleplay. You sound broke like you got no pay. I rap beats.
Okay, so here at Nosotros, you can name the routes, and since we're the only ones in the gym, there's dry erase markers. We're gonna go around and name a lot of the routes. And it's dry erase, so we're not vandalizing completely.
Exactly. It'll be a good surprise.
This is our time to shine. Are you ready?
Very ready. Well, AFI's Miss Murder was on, so I'd like to name it Miss Murder.
Let's see, what should I name it? I think I'm just gonna name it, I actually did that.
That's good.
I actually did that. Boom. I love it.
I'm gonna name it Mike Wazowski, like from
I like
Monsters.
it. Yeah.
That's what he looks like. Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
He's perfect.
Next, we went over to check out the slab wall.
Slab is sexy. Slab is sexy. Anna, this is for you.
Then we all tried our best to not tear our hair out at this infuriating orange slab problem. Vivian tried it first, and I told her to just stand up into it, and did absolutely not understand her level of disgust with my beta suggestion until I got up there and tried it myself and realized that was much easier said than done.
No way, so I just say, okay, I am real, don't ever roleplay. You sound broke like you got no pay. I rap beats up like Chipotle. Okay, swear that all these people so fake and that's so lame. Slow like no wake, okay.
We love low volume.
Right about that one. Nice, Rachel. How did you do it? I wasn't watching. Shit.
Did you legit just stand up?
If you watch my hand, there's the slightest, the slightest little thing, and it gave me enough confidence to just like, all right, stand up, and I did it.
Use the plywood crimp. No, that's
Come on,
yes!
Yeah.
I shit you not, guys, just stand up.
I'd been eyeing a crimpy white V4 to V5 problem and decided to give it a go. The start was kind of awkward, and I have a bad habit of avoiding bumps if I can, but I bumped my left hand twice to work through the holds on the first volume. The final throw was completely blind. I had no idea if I would stick it.
Maximum efficiency, gliding through my errands. Push off, inclined to find a nice consistent decline. Figured out my balance, this is how I spend my free time.
Screen power! Yes! Let's go!
Back to the spiky Rubik's Cube, we tried a slopey pink problem. The holds were actually pretty good on this one, but the trouble was a big throw from the middle spike to the top spike.
How's the Rubik's Cube going?
Not great.
Massively proactive, a lack of satisfaction was too passive. Past the passion, stop slipping, gain some traction. Trapped, relaxed, and needed actual action. I made it happen, made contraption. Two towers together like a contraction. Ampersand the way I loop up these beats with the astuteness. Intelligent quotient low, when I flow I'm going stupid. I grew the movement from a seed out of necessity. Raven Simone, I envisioned what was next for me. That's so James. Always planning the unplannable. Starving artist at heart, but I've never been a cannibal. Used to be aimless, but I've gotten far more tactical. Recognizing that I am fairly impractical. No joking, I'm riding hard, the spokes are smoking. Life is pretty normal, spam by Sylph.
Eventually, I figured out that if you set your knee pit over top the hold and toe hooked on the opposite side of the spike, then it would allow you to reach up left and grab the hold instead of doing the dyno.
I was in the dark, now I'm soaking up the
Look like him.
I think so, yeah. We should.
I think his muscles are a little smaller, but
We finished our downtown session out with a pink V4 to V5 in the cave.
Yes!
The absolute core strength happening right now, ladies and gentlemen, is immaculate. Yes.
Come on, Jen.
Yes. Woohoo!
Nice, Jen. Let's go.
Making just quick work of this route right here. Yes. A wild jet trick. Yes.
Come on. Don't give up. Yeah, come on, babe. You got it. Breathe.
The trifecta of the top out. Oh, the quadfecta. The fivefecta of the top out. A wild Courtney.
Wow.
In the signature all yellow.
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on, over to you.
yes.
You got this. Yes. Yep. And then
That's
both
what
feet
we're
against that
doing.
wall, both hands with that hold, and you can just rest. Nice, Courtney.
Yeah.
All the moves were jugs, but the amount of body tension you had to have to stay on the wall was a lot. I was really tired at this point, and it took every bit of energy I had to stick each of the moves that I did. Also, we were all starving.
These are terrible work conditions, Courtney. I can't perform on an empty stomach. That's how court climbs gets people to do videos.
We made a quick pit stop to eat chicken at Cane's before heading to the Lakewood location. Honestly, by the time we got here, even with the food, we were all pretty toast from all the bouldering we'd done downtown, and this gym had a lot of people in it, so it was harder to film. But there were some pretty fun problems here, and I'd like to come back sometime when I'm fresh. One of the first problems we all attempted was this purple coordination dyno. Jed laughed until he was in tears at my failed attempt, as Matt was like, "What just happened?" Jed has always been pretty good at sticking these types of moves, and I was happy that at least one of us could manage the send. One nice thing about both Nosotros locations that I haven't seen at many other gyms before is that there are phone holders on the benches and walls to hold your phone if you want to film your climbs. I think filming your climbing can be really helpful to see what areas of improvement you need to work on, and honestly just for your mental game too. Sometimes if I am feeling like I haven't gotten any better at climbing in a while, I will watch videos of me climbing even 6 months to a year ago just to remind myself of the progress I've made. Keep putting the work in and the results will come. Be patient with yourself and try your best. That's all you can do. Next up was a green V2 to V3 that started on the left side of the door and had a crux move right above the door before finishing on the right hand side. That seemed really weird and kind of dangerous to me, but regardless, the problem was fun and I was proud of myself for committing to the top moves, because I'm not a big fan of those square types of holds. I always feel like I can't decide how to best grab them. Rachel tried to climb on one of the pillars that was a blue V2 to V3 with a bouncy backstep start, then a reach up to a big pinch on a volume before finishing out. Rachel just got her lead climbing cert the other day, and I'm stoked to get her outdoors and crushing. One thing I'm trying to work on is actively trying to climb slopers. I usually just want to avoid them, but I want to be a well-rounded climber, so I'm trying to add some slopey problems into each session, and this green problem was an example of that. Jed found a purple problem that started in a split start on the arêtes of the pillar and wrapped itself up and towards the right. Not only was the next hold to grab a big diagonal pinch, it was also dual text and not really in the direct line of sight, so you kinda just had to go for it blindly. One thing I learned from a friend is to use other holds that you can see as reference markers for the hold you are trying to go for that you can't see. Even with this advice, today was not the day for me for this climb, and I took my shoes off to let Jed try his hand at it. It took him a couple of tries to dial in the beta, but he managed to send. Rounding out the day, I did this purple problem with a campusy start. We really enjoyed our time at Nosotros, and I hope you had fun watching. Warm weather is right around the corner, and I'm stoked to start getting back outside and making some outdoor videos for you all. Thanks for all of the support, and as always, stay hyped.
Don't take me away from your heart.